Let's get this party started, y'all.
It's my time. It's my time.
About to get started in a minute.
It's my time. It's my
You
time.
tuned in live to the Foolish Show podcast.
Sipping on Sprite, living in life. I feel like it's my time. Everywhere you look, it's so much crime. People keep dying.
Y'all go ahead, get relaxed.
Living in life.
Grab your drink, grab your snack.
Everywhere you look, it's so much crime.
We're gonna get it in tonight.
And I ain't lying. Never had that, but we need it.
Y'all make sure y'all share this, man. Tell everybody you know to tune in. Subscribe to that channel, Reality Music Entertainment. Shout out to everybody checking in, man. Y'all spread the word. Tell them we live right now, the Foolish Show podcast. Y'all know how we get down. About to get started in a minute. We got some live guests coming through. We're going to have some fun, man. We're going to talk that talk, walk that walk. Y'all come on in, man. Tell everybody check in. The live chat about to be wide open.
Everywhere you look, it's so much crime. People keep dying, and I ain't lying. Johnny so bright, even at night. Rocky and Sprite got me feeling right. Had a bad little baby, call her top flight. That thing so tight, but she like to flight. No time for that, I'm doing something major. Stacking paper.
Y'all tell everybody come check in, man. Everybody check in. Tell everybody you know. Tell mama them, tell your cousin them, your next door neighbor. Everybody get on YouTube right now. Foolish Show is live. Live chat is wide open, y'all. That's my new single right there, y'all. It's My Time by Foolish on all platforms. Make sure y'all go stream that, man. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back. Back in the house, back live on the air. The Foolish Show podcast. I'd like to welcome y'all. I'm your host, F to the Ish Foolish. Coming to you live. We live streaming right now, so everybody check in. The live chat is wide open. We got all type of family coming through, man. We're going to show a lot of love. I see everybody right now already. All my guests are already locked and loaded, so we ready to get it in. Hope y'all been safe out there. Once again, we want to start this thing off. I want to send my prayers out to anybody that was affected in Buffalo, New York, with all the mass shooting that went on over the weekend, man. Another sad story. We're going to get into all that. So, we're going to get the party started. So, let me see who we're going to bring in. Let's go ahead and start the party off with an old friend. Miss Jordan, what's going on?
Oh.
Can you hear me?
Okay. I figured it out. I can hear you.
Hey, I can't complain. You know, taking it one day at a time.
Hey, that's all you can do, man. That's all we can do. One step, one day at a time.
So how you been feeling? How you been doing?
I've been working on a lot of stuff. I've been working my booty off. I got a new opportunity working on charters out here in South Florida.
Oh, man.
I'm pushing the needle. I'm pushing the needle hard, man. I'm making those connections. That's all I'm doing here. I just keep getting into all these cool opportunities and experiences, and I'm meeting all kinds of cool people and getting invited around the world and spread this mental health, love, awareness, love, and acceptance and great vibes. So that's what I'm doing. I'm pushing that needle.
I see you be making moves. I'm like, she out there living her best life.
I'm trying. Like, they don't make it easy out here.
I feel you. But I respect the grind. I'm glad to have you back on. We miss you over here. You family, so you know how we get.
I love it. I love coming on here. I missed it. I'm so glad to be back. I love you so much, and I love everything you're doing with this. It's so powerful, and we need more of this right here. We need more of the genuine, down-to-earth talk and going over things that not a lot of people like to talk about. You know how it is. It's how we roll. It's why I like you so much.
You know, we ain't scared to talk about nothing on the Foolish Show, y'all. This is where we speak our mind, man, and just talk our opinions. Everybody respect everybody's opinions. We got a talented artist on right. Jay Stokes. What's on? Jay Stokes in the building, y'all.
What's going on, y'all? It's Jersey Stokes VE. I'm from South Jersey. I've been in the South for about 7 years now in Tennessee, so I'm just grinding, man. Shout out to United Masters. That's who I've been, pushing my music through.
Okay.
Y'all become a select artist. Y'all own 100% of y'all royalties, so it's really worth it. It's only $65 a year, so you can't beat that just to get your music heard. And I just reached a little milestone for myself. I hit 12,000 streams on Spotify, so I'm kind of proud of myself on that.
Congratulations on that, brother. Congratulations.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Yeah, good looking. But I'm out here grinding, man. Trying to connect with everybody. I'm willing to work with everybody. I got my own stew, so it is what it is. Y'all come holler at me. I got a tape dropping on Friday, Mr. Easy Cheese. Y'all make sure y'all go grab that. And I got other music out too. I got 2 more tapes that I just pushed out. I got RNS 3 that I pushed out March, and last year September I pushed out RNS 2. So y'all can go grab that too until Friday. So.
Hey, y'all heard it, man. The man coming, he applying that pressure on y'all. So y'all make sure y'all go in and check him out.
Yeah, man, go get that, man. Mr. Easy Cheese, man. Go get it.
Go get it, y'all. We have another beautiful special guest in the building. Let me see. She might have fell off. She'll get back on here. We're going to let her check back in. Y'all go ahead. The live chat is wide open. You want your comment to be live on the screen. Drop them comments. Tell your uncles, your sisters, your brothers, your next door neighbors. Check in right now. We live. We're going to bring in our other guest. Is it Melissa?
Yes, Melissa.
Melissa is in the house, y'all. Welcome to the Foolish Show.
Thank you for having me.
Melissa, why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself to the world?
Okay. So my name is Melissa. What I do, I'm a radio personality. I host events. I came from Glackaware. I've been doing radio for about 3 or 4 years. Also, I just graduated my master's from Rosemont College. That was this weekend, so great kudos to me. So what I do
Congrats
is
on that.
Thank you. So I do interviews for a lot of indie artists or host events to give artists a chance and opportunity to get their music out, start networking, start marketing, build their.
Did we lose him? I don't know what happened. Jay Stokes, you can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, bro.
I don't know what happened to everybody else.
Uh-oh.
They got froze. But they'll come back.
Yeah.
So Jay Stokes, man, tell me, let's get into it a little bit more, man. You say you're from Tennessee, right?
I'm actually from Sicklerville, New Jersey, but I've been out in Tennessee for about 7 years now. Yeah,
Okay.
me and my family. Yeah.
So tell me, what inspires you, man? Where you get your music to make your music? Where do it come from?
Just I would say life experience, really. Um, I like to tell like little stories and stuff. Like I like to, I want people to like vision what I'm doing. You know, as they listening to my music, you like, oh snap, I
Exactly.
can, and you can visit it. You can have the vision, your own vision to it. If that makes sense, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Right.
Uh,
You try to paint pictures.
so yeah, basically, and I just talk about what I do, you know, what I was and how and what I became. You know, I think a lot of artists they like to talk about that, and I think that the people need more of that. You know, the people need more of the come up. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
How they got it out the mud, how they grinded for it. You know what I'm saying? You hear a lot of stories of I was poor, I was this, I was that. Um, Really, I wasn't really poor, but I didn't have it. You know, I worked for it. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? And my point of view is like, yeah, I used to do all this stuff, this street stuff, you know what I'm saying? But at one point in my life, I was like, you know, music, this is what I want to do. You know, this is how I'm going to change my life. It's how I'm going to change my family's life. It's how I'm going to change my friends' life. You know what I
Exactly.
mean? So, um, but it all started when I was young. You know, my mother, she from the Bronx. So, you know, I used to spend a lot of time out there when I was young. So, you know, my cousin Mega, him and my cousin Mister, they always, you know, they always used to rap hip hop. You know what I'm saying? That's what I grew up off, straight hip hop. And I remember I used to stay up at nights, wait till he come home, because I always knew he either had a beat that he made, he either had a new song that he heard, you know, and this is like back in like cassette tapes, like, you know
Wow.
what I'm saying? So
Right.
this is way back, you feel me? So uh that's really all started like me loving music. And then, you know, when I got into high school and stuff like that, I started, you know, seeing other people doing little music, writing and stuff. But before I didn't even know how to write. Like I couldn't write at all, like, you know. So then I just started one day, I don't know, I just used to walk around the hood in New Jersey. I used to walk around the hood with my notepad and my pen. And just, when everything came to my mind, I'm writing it. Then after that, it just became a habit. Now I just write. I can write around like 3, 4 freestyles in a day, or I could probably write 3, 4 songs in a day. It all depends on how I feel. You know what I'm saying? That's why I be saying in my rhymes, like I write like a journalist, like because I'm always writing. And the more you write, the more you sharpen your pen, and the more you sharpen your pen, the more people gonna want to hear.
Exactly.
So
You keep coming with
you
that
know,
content.
you know what I mean. So I started when I first moved out here. It was like 2015, like 20, yeah, about 2015 when I first moved out here, and I had built my own studio in a closet. It's probably a small closet that could probably fit about maybe 3 people at least. And you know, I used to, you know, always I used to record people and stuff, but I always, you know, wanted to do. I was always working on my music, you know what I'm saying. But people used to be like, "Yo, man, like I like how your stuff sound, like how you do it." And I just, all right, come here, I'll show you. Oh, can I record? Yeah. Then you know, then I started making a little bit of money off of it. You know what I'm saying? So,
Right. That's the come up right
and
there.
everybody got a different hustle. You know what I'm saying? And I just want to preach that. Like, yeah, the streets is. Everybody want to preach about the streets. Cool. Yeah, that hustle is that leads you somewhere you don't want to be. But there's other hustles
Man,
that get you far. You feel me? You
exactly.
know what I mean? But people gotta just be patient. Like my mom always tell me, like you one of the most patient people I ever met in my entire life. Like, and that grew over time. You know what I'm saying? So
Patience goes a long ways, brother.
yeah, So
Everything don't happen overnight.
So I just started recording, and then I wound up losing my music. Like all my stuff just got like erased. So I had to start all over. Then I had moved and stuff. Some stuff got misplaced and this and that. So I had to wait a while, but I still kept writing. Boom. And I'm telling people like, yo, telling my wife like, yo, I'm gonna come out with some stuff. Watch, like everybody, like, bro, when you coming out with the music? Like, where the music at?
Yeah, they
I'm
ready
like,
for it.
I got you, bro. Like, it's walls that I'm trying to climb over right now to get to where I need to get to, and I got you.
Right.
So boom, I wind up getting an iPhone, and something told me one day, something like, yo, go on YouTube and see how to use. Because I always seen GarageBand, and I know how to use it on a computer, but I never had to use it on a phone. So
Exactly.
I had like an iPhone. What was it? I think it was the iPhone 11. Had an iPhone 11, and I looked up on YouTube on how to record on that. Boom. All I needed to know is if I can use these type of headphones or not, and I was good. Yeah, and then the dude was like, "Yeah, if you use these headphones, you know how to mix and master down. These headphones is perfect." It was over.
Straight up.
Next thing you know, I tried it out on a freestyle. Boom. Then next thing you know, I started recording songs on it. Now I got a whole tape. Boom, that's RNS2 right there. Then my homeboy Guff, he told me about United Masters and how to get on. He told me on how to use it or whatever. Boom, I paid the 65 to be a select artist. Now I'm dropping everything. I done dropped like 7 singles, and then I dropped the mixtape RNS2. That was in
That's what it
September.
is. You find that pressure.
Then I want them like, all right, this phone is like, it's good, and I know how to work it, but I need something a little bit bigger. So I went and got me an iPad, which I'm on right now, and then I did that. I did RNS3 on there, and now Mr. Easy Cheese about to drop on Friday. So yeah, is just keep pushing, man. That's it. Whatever you go through, whatever you got going on, man, shit, just keep pushing. You gonna It'll work out eventually. But United Masters really helped me out because like I get to promote like pictures and stuff off Instagram or whatever. And that really got me access to a lot of people. Shoot, it got me access to you. That's probably how you found me. So you see my
Exactly.
picture up on there.
Exactly.
You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? And all it cost me, and they gave me a little $5 boost, and I used it. And shoot, I just been meeting mad people, and mad A&R's been hitting me up, like small labels been hitting
That's
me
all
up.
it takes,
It's
man.
like
That's all it takes to get out there.
yeah. So it's
I
just keep
appreciate you
pushing,
sharing
man.
that, brother, man. We needed
Yeah, no
that, man,
doubt.
because a lot of people need to understand hard work pays off.
Yeah,
Success doesn't happen overnight, but if you keep chasing on whatever you believe in and believe in yourself, good things will happen.
facts. It's big facts.
Jordan is a living testimony. She could tell you a million stories.
I'm ready to hear it, man. Let's get
And
it. I'm
and
here.
but she's shining right now.
I'm
It's all
here.
about where you are. Forget the past.
I'm here.
Try to build on your future.
That's it. That's all it take, man. And if you
So
got
listen,
strong
let's get
people
this party
backing you,
started. First of all, the live chat going crazy right now. A lot of love coming in. Y'all make sure y'all like this video. Share it. You got to share it now. Make sure everybody come on, man. I want to see numbers on here. We going to start building this thing up. We ain't playing with them because this is the only platform where you can come on and speak your mind. Ain't no censorship. Ain't no nothing. You just be yourself. So y'all know, man, we got to start the party off. Let's get into that first topic. Where y'all at? Where y'all think we at right now with mental health and what we just saw go on in Buffalo, man? Like, do you think that's just pure evil, or is it ways to prevent that, or what, man? I want everybody's opinion.
I mean, I can go first. I saw not too long ago parents are trying to put the blame on COVID, saying that all their kids are locked away and don't have any people-to-people interaction, and it's all through social media. and it's all through a screen where you can pretend to be anybody. And I mean, there's so much non-communication going on. You can text and you can message and DM and FaceTime even, but it's not the same. When you don't have that genuine face-to-face interaction for so long, that messes with your head. Like, there's no wording that in a different way. That just it is what it is. You have to have human interaction. We have to have that. We have to. It's proven facts. Every person on this world has to have some sort of relationship with somebody to even be able to cope and accept life itself. And I feel like with all these kids and all this keeping us restricted and the miscommunication, the non-communication, there's just so much gray area that is left untouched. And when there isn't enough talking and there's more silence, that is where more trouble is created and lines get blurred and people make silly, stupid, just crazy decisions like hurting people for no other reason than they were hurting, so they wanted somebody else to feel their pain.
I let Jay Stokes go next, and then I'll get my opinion last.
I mean, okay, I agree. Like everybody needs. It's just like that song. Everybody needs somebody, you know. But I don't just going around just shooting people, man. That's just pure evil, bro. Like that right there is just like you don't have no morals, you know. Like you just don't. It's either you already made your decision on your life, what your life was going to be before you made that decision, like, or you just on some, selfish shit. That's basically what it is. And that's what I say. Taking lives, that's selfish.
Yeah.
Taking your own life is selfish.
You have no right. You don't have that right, man. I don't care what you're going through in life. You have no right to take somebody else's life.
No.
Like, you got to find
if you believe
way
in
to
God,
let out that anger.
Hey, if you believe in God, it ain't even right to take your own life.
You right about that, brother.
You feel me? Like, I'm a man of God. You feel me? First and foremost, Yeah, I may say curse words and stuff in my book, but first and foremost, I'm a man of God, and I'm a man of respect. I treat my family with respect. I treat my friends with respect. I treat everybody I meet, new, co-workers, non-co-workers. Shoot, I treat people that I don't even like with respect. You know what I'm saying? It's just how you go about yourself. You know what I'm saying? It's all about how you go about yourself. And I don't know, nowadays, let's take it back to the first Columbine, to the first school shooting and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? It goes back to people being picked on and stuff like that. And you know what I mean? But shoot, you gonna get picked on. You gotta learn how to fight or something. You're just gonna go pick up a gun, start killing people for no reason.
Right.
Shoot, pick up you quick to pick up a gun, quick to pick up your fist. Get right. Meet me in the bathroom real quick for 5 minutes and let's see who you gonna keep picking on.
No, but that ain't how it is no more, Jay Stokes. Everybody want to
Nah, I know that, but I'm just saying, like,
but it should be like that. I'm with you.
Exactly.
I'm with you. It
like,
should be like that.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm taking this way back. This is going from the first when they first started talking about school shootings and stuff. Instead of paying, I've been saying this since then. Instead of picking up a gun, come and fight. That's why I think this, like, even though it ain't right, I think this celebrity boxing and that, I think just people need to do that nowadays. Let's go
Yeah,
in the ring
man.
real
It's better
quick.
ways
Let's
to
throw the
handle
gloves on.
confrontation.
That's how we still do it. Let's throw people I know, let's throw the gloves on real quick, man. You know what I'm saying? We could just end this real quick, real fast. Throw the gloves on, we get it over with. Shoot, you
And
want
then
to
we dap
hug?
it up afterwards.
Exactly. You want to hug and dap it up
Yeah.
and say I'm sorry and we
Right.
cool, then that's fine. If you don't want to do that, then we'll walk away and we'll go our separate ways. You know what I'm saying? That's how we still do it. You know what I mean? But nowadays, man, you do it's crazy that, like, I never think, like, as a child, when I was a child, like, growing up to now, you'll never think that you would need to run around with a gun or have a pistol on you
Yeah,
because
just to
people out here,
survive.
because you don't know, because you don't
Yeah.
know if people on the dumb shit or not. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like,
Listen, this is a real life Grand Theft Auto, man. Is just
yeah,
anything goes in the society, man, where anything goes. Like,
yeah,
we don't know what's going to happen next, and it's sad. Like you were saying about the Columbine stuff. Look at all the stuff. And Jordan know when we had Stoneman Douglas situation down here in Broward County.
that's crazy. Where you from, bro?
We from Florida, South Florida,
Okay.
Fort Lauderdale.
Oh, all right. Shout out Florida, man. Yeah.
So let me ask y'all this. Okay, y'all know that when the people do this, they always go to the I'm mentally insane, I'm crazy route. Do y'all think that's okay? I can accept that you crazy, or do you think people just
No,
be playing crazy? They just
no.
playing
I just
crazy or
think,
what?
yeah, they probably playing crazy, but how you run? You need to run tests on it. Then. I did this because I'm retarded and I'm crazy. Okay, we're gonna run tests on you and see if you really meant to do it or
Right.
not.
Because if you
Point
watch
blank
it for a
period.
certain amount of time, I'm pretty sure if you playing crazy, you ain't gonna. How long can you do it?
Right, right. I mean,
Joy, what you say? You got more knowledge than this than us.
Well, I I am a woman of God. I am a woman of God. Now, even with that being said, I have tried to take my life 4 times, and every time,
Wow.
miraculously, I lived. I can't explain it. I was just kept here by God. I should have died, and I didn't. So, with that being said, I obviously hit my point. I had my crazy points where I was done. I wanted to throw in the towel. I went numb. I didn't care. I'm not going to go as far as saying I went cuckoo enough to want to kill people over it. So I feel like when they use that card in court and they want people to feel bad for them, it's sad and it's wrong and it gives mental health a negative outlook to other people who don't understand it fully, because I can go insane and I can hit my lowest of the low, but that choice to take someone's life and use that as an excuse as to why you did it, no, you know what you're doing. I know what I was
Exactly.
doing. I know where I
Exactly.
was. I know what was going through my head when I was doing what I was doing. It's your choice to push it that far. It's a choice. It's always a choice.
facts.
That's straight facts there, Jordan.
Yeah.
Because guess what? You wasn't that crazy to load up that gun and get in the car. You got to drive and do all that. You got to have some sense to do all that.
Yeah. You have to have enough brains to walk into that store, know what kind of gun you want, know what bullets it takes. You got to know
Exactly.
how to load that thing. You got to know how to do it all. Like you know what I mean? Like like I said, there's so many gray areas that are not talked about and not brought up, and that's one of them. Like you can't keep using mental health as an excuse for your demolishing and taking other people's lives and causing chaos. You just can't.
Yes, ma'am.
Because it doesn't make sense. Coming from a person who lost my mind and honestly wanted to be done, it is a choice. And I chose to stop trying to take my life, and I also chose to not hurt anybody along the way of me finding myself. It's a choice.
Exactly. You gotta take responsibility. You was man enough to pull that trigger, then be man enough to take what comes along with it.
Yeah.
Hey, let's welcome Chevy Man. Chevy Man checking in from Alabama, man. Chevy Man, what's going on? Chevy Man, can you hear me? Let's see if we can get Chevy Man's sound right over there. Chevy Man, get your sound right. We can't hear you. Get your sound right, Chevy Man.
I can't hear you for some reason.
Okay, hold on. We can hear you now. Hold on. Can you hear me? Chevy Man, try to reconnect. Reconnect. Come back on. Come back on, Chevy Man. Yeah, but Jordan and Jay Stokes, man, y'all making some great points. Like, we can't play that crazy card now when you know that you about to get punished. Come on now.
Yeah.
Because you had, like Jordan was saying, you had some sense. You had sense enough to go drive where you had to go drive at. You know what you had to go buy.
Yeah.
And you had all this stuff on, bulletproof vests, and you was suited up like you was going to war. So you know you gotta have some sense to do that.
Right. Mm-mm. That's crazy.
So what do y'all think? Like, how can we try to slow this down? I mean, I guess you can't never stop it because you can't never stop evil. As long as this earth is going to be here, it's going to be good and it's going to be evil. So what can we do to make society a little safer, a little better place for the kids and the next generation to grow up and live on?
More health centers. More health centers, more after school centers, you know, YMCAs, more of them.
Right, keep them out of trouble.
You know, just keep them out of trouble, keep them out of the streets, you know. More camps too. Yeah.
Meditation. I have a friend of mine here in South Florida. His name's Corey, and he's on a movement to teach over 1 million children how to meditate. He's starting with them young, and that's the best thing that you could do. The best thing you could do is
You gotta reach them at an early age.
Yep. Start with it now. And you know, that's another thing that a lot of people like to, I don't want to call it an excuse because in its own way there are facts behind it. Parents do have a little bit of a push towards what their children grow up believing or think they believe or are taught to how to think and how to act towards certain people. I get that. But once that part in your brain starts to mature and you can create your own thoughts, after that, it's no longer on your parents. That's on you.
Exactly. You're responsible for your own actions. All they can do is teach you right from wrong.
Exactly.
Yep, exactly. So definitely more centers, like he said, more YMCAs, but also better outlets for mental health care, period. So, I mean, I can attest to this. It is harder. I mean, they have an app now called BetterHelp, which is starting to get some attention. But before that, it really is hard to get mental health out in the world. I played phone tag with Centerstone in Bloomington, where I admitted myself to the 5th floor when I had lost myself, and it it was like playing phone tag. I couldn't get a hold of anybody. I was passed on to different people, which is traumatic in itself. Because you don't want to keep reliving that story. You don't want to keep having to re-explaining why you tried to kill yourself over and over again to different strangers, you know? So I get it. I get it, but at the same time, yeah, if there's a way for us to help, get more mental health centers out there. Get more people like us out there volunteering at the mental health centers.
Boy, that was positive talk. That's real talk there, Jordan. And you're absolutely right, man. We need to get more help in these communities because a lot of people, man, they need people to talk to. Some people actually feel like they hear a voice in their head, man, so they need to go talk to somebody.
Yeah. You should do.
But the more, if you notice, even when you do you realize the more you keep balled up, it just builds up and builds up. So that's why you have to let it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I call that the ticking time bomb.
Hey, exactly.
It really
Chevy
is.
man, you back in the building or what?
What's up, Chev?
Yeah, man, I don't know what's going on with my reception or whatever.
It's all right. You here now. What's going on, homie?
What up? You got it, man.
First of all, in case anybody don't know,
crazy
man, you got to
talking
tell them
about
who you is, man. Let them know who you is.
I'm Chevy Man from Birmingham, Alabama. Represent all day, every day.
Y'all heard him. That's
Yeah,
a hot rapper,
man.
Chevy man from Alabama. Y'all make sure y'all look him up, check him out. Chevy man, you came at the right time, man. I know you seen what's going on over the weekend. Another shooting up there in Buffalo, man, the grocery store, man. It's like, what you think about this mental health stuff, man? You know, they say he was locked down and COVID and all that, so a lot of that played. Like, do you think people can say I'm crazy and all that, and we should let it slide, or the judge and the jury them say, okay, yeah, you just need help, give you life. We're not gonna give you the death penalty.
Nah, I mean, just like he it took too much thought to do that. For that ain't nothing like that. Wasn't no accidental like mental thing or whatever. It just that was just like too well orchestrated. Like, it was pretty much like a genius gone mad or whatever. But you know what I'm saying? Like, it was stupid, but at the same sense, it's really like he thought that out too well, and it's like he probably figured like since you know what I'm saying since the person who did it before him they got off, he probably get off too, and that's just something he probably been wanting to do for real. Like, I mean, I don't think this should be taken lightly at all.
Yeah, man. I mean, and then it's crazy how frequently these things are starting to happen.
Yeah, I mean, because one thing about it is if one person get away with it, the next person gonna do it. Like, it's just simple. Like, people observe stuff before they gonna do it. They ain't just gonna go out there and do something like, you know
You
what I'm
got
saying? It have to be
copycats
some
out here,
fear in their heart,
man.
but if they feel like they can actually beat it or,
You got copycats out here.
Sure enough.
yeah, well, and that's what I'm saying. Like, some people, he probably did it just he probably wanted the fame behind it or whatever, because he knew that, like, it's some people who actually rejoicing behind it, oh, like they probably look at him like a hero or something like that. And he knew
Right.
that before he did it.
That's what
So,
I was Chevy man.
so
You
bring
gotta
all
have
the
some sense.
people back or whatever.
Chevy man, you gotta have some sense to put bullets in that gun and get in that truck and drive and do what you did, man.
Yeah, you gotta have plenty of sense. That ain't no. I know I done seen some mentally unstable people in my life, and I know that wasn't the case at all.
Real talk. Melissa, you right back on time because we talking about what just went on with the Buffalo shooting over the weekend, and what we saying is, do you think that we should just give people a pass and say, okay, you crazy, something's wrong with you, or people are just using that crazy stuff to try to get out of what they done did?
Of course not. I don't think you should be getting a pass. I don't think no one should be getting a pass. I think we all suffer with traumas, and I think we all have our own issues, but it doesn't mean it was the right to just go shoot up anybody. So
Yes.
no, I don't think that mental thing. Like I think everybody's like got their own traumas and stuff that they got to work through, and so does he. And he shouldn't be given a pass either. No one should.
That's well said. Well said. No, you got to face responsibilities for your action. If you was man enough to pull the trigger and be man enough to take what comes along with it.
Yeah, innocent people die. What about their families?
Exactly.
What about their children? Like the victim, I feel like we live in America where we're always so concerned with the victims, and the victims, we always say that they have mental things, but don't everyone has mental stuff going on? Don't we all have stuff we gotta struggle with?
We all got things we deal with.
So
I can't get mad and say I'm gonna go shoot everybody. Let me take everybody else out because I'm pissed off. Like, what is that?
Yeah, I think
let me go over there to Jordan and kill her. For what?
For no reason.
How is that gonna make my life better?
Yeah. I agree. I definitely think if people was held more to higher accountabilities, they'll think twice before they do anything. I think he should, like, my mentality is like, if you could just kill innocent people, I don't know why we just can't kill them too. Like,
and that's what I don't get now.
I mean, I just like extreme people would say, but I don't care. I'm like, he killed 10 people, and all he gets to do is go to jail. He's like, nah.
That's Jay Stokes, Chevy man. Y'all might can feel me on this. As being a black man, do y'all think if that was one of us, they just gonna take us in quietly?
Oh no.
It wouldn't even be no conversation.
we might not
There
even
wouldn't be no
make it.
conversation at all.
You're not gonna make it to trial,
I ain't
bro.
gonna lie, we
Because
might not
they coming
even
to shoot
make
to kill. It's shoot to kill.
We might not even made it, yo.
Exactly.
For real.
So look at all those.
Ain't no
other
might,
people.
we wouldn't. Nah.
I don't understand that. Did y'all take him in? Or you want a hamburger? You want a smoke? You don't should get nothing. He better should get some air to breathe.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Because he's just going to say he's sorry. They're going to give him his mental, what is it, the childhood traumas. Try to make you feel sorry for, like, nah. Everyone got childhood trauma. We're not exempt, like.
No, bro. Ain't no
He
pass
strategically
on that,
did
bro.
that. That was strategic.
And he drove a couple of hours away. It ain't like he just went next door and did it.
That's what I'm saying. He was
He even
strategic.
stopped and looked at somebody and said sorry and then didn't shoot him. Like, what the fuck is that?
Tell him again, Jordan. Tell him again.
Like, there's video footage of him stopping, having a moment of clarity, looking at somebody else and saying sorry, and then moving on to the people that he was targeting. Yeah, I hope they use that in court. They better use that in court.
Yeah, he was lying while he was shooting and killing people.
Oh,
Yeah.
he was lying?
Also, yeah,
Oh, I didn't know he was
They
lying.
got that footage somewhere.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So how
Feds
in the
got that
world was
footage.
that even allowed to be on that long anyways, too? Aren't there people watching that are supposed to be in charge of that stuff? How'd they even allow that to go on that long live period?
Yeah, that's
That's
why.
You know how many
Target
people
was
that's probably
the
traumatized? You were seeing murder before your eyes. That's going to traumatize a lot of people.
Yeah.
A lot of people.
And we got one more guest to the party, y'all.
At the
Yeah,
end
one
of
more
the day,
guest.
it's like
Kira.
everybody.
What's up, y'all?
Hi, what's up?
Can y'all hear
What's
me?
up? Go ahead and introduce yourself and welcome to the party.
Hello. One love, everybody. It's my first time on a podcast, so please bear with me. I am Kerry. You can call me Kerry Berry or Kerry Also Berry. I know that. You could just call me Carrie. Okay.
Mm-mm.
So, pleased to meet y'all, and I'm excited. I'm sorry I'm a little late, but this seems fun, and I see we talking about the unfortunate shooting
Right.
that seems to happen often in the world, in the U.S. So, yeah, I'm here. I'm tuning in. I'm listening.
Go ahead and add, while you're here, just go ahead and add your 2 cents on what we're talking about.
Mm.
Your opinion.
So to be honest, I have been really busy, but I have heard a little bit about what happened. Apparently, it seems like in this case there was a lot of African Americans that were killed. Correct me if I'm wrong. In
Yes.
this case, if mostly everybody, if not, if I'm not mistaken,
Right.
um, was the perpetrator Caucasian? I'm
Yes.
assuming he was,
Yes.
right? Of course. Well, there's at this point there's not really much to say. I would say that I would like to say this is something shocking, but I can't. It's unfortunate, and once again, I don't know if it's something in the air, if it just goes to tell you, like, I mean, at the end of the day, race doesn't matter. Yeah, race is linked to being more prone to commit certain crimes and doing certain things. However, that mental health, it's a big, big deal, and people don't really understand that you keep that stuff bottled up. And at the end of the day, sometimes, people are disorders. People have bipolar, people have schizophrenia, people have personality disorders. I mean, these are things that we have to consider. A lot of times they cannot be cured. And you just have some fucked up people in the world at the same time. So it's like, I don't really have much to say about it, except it's just too much people in the world to keep tabs on who's going to do what. That all we can do is protect ourselves the best that we can, right? So I mean, I'm at a loss for words. My heart goes for the families, and I hate that this happens, that people can't learn to get along and just be peaceful, and why we have to think about killing each other. It just doesn't make any sense to me at the end of the day, and it's just really unfortunate, and that's all I could really say at this point.
Nah, that's facts.
Yeah, for real facts. It's just sad, It's more. It's not even just sad. I think I'm pretty much with you on that as well. I'll have a lot to say just because of the mental health advocacy in me. But honestly, I am speechless. It's not even surprising anymore. It's honestly angering, and it's just evil. It's just pure evil, and you can have multiple personality disorder, and you can have bipolar disorder, and you can have all these disorders or whatever you want to call them. But at the end of the day, he chose. He chose to take the time to make that drive and pull that trigger and load the gun, and even took the time to stop pointing it at another Caucasian to go back to what he was doing, and then continue to kill the rest of the African Americans in that store.
So this was more of a hate crime.
I don't understand.
It got to be.
Oh, it's definitely a hate crime.
It doesn't make any sense. Hate crimes, then and I see the quote here that I guess it's disappeared, about that Morgan Freeman quote. And, unfortunately, like they say, racism is something that is, it's taught, it's learned. And it really comes to show you, like, how important it is to, sometimes no matter what you can do, you can't, avoid certain things, but it just goes to show you what really motivates people to do these things. What is the motive? Like, it makes you think, what situation happened in your life to make you feel like you have to go and kill this a mass amount of this race? I mean, I just want to know why. I just want to know the reasoning behind it. I just want to know, like, why? I mean, it's really sad, and I agree with you. It's like there's no excuse, and I just feel like people don't know how to handle their issues, and that's what happens when you don't know how to handle your issues and take care of your delicate mental health. You will explode. It's like a trash can that keeps overflowing. That you keep filling up and don't take out. It spills over, and a lot of people are in denial, and it's really unfortunate that we just always have that line between colors, and it's just the stupidest thing. It's the stupidest thing, and it's just wow. It's fucked up. It really is.
I think that the repercussions also with the racism is divided. Like, when's the last time you ever hear of a black person ever targeting a white community and killing a white community? Because why? That would be a big. They know they probably get executed. When it comes to, like, I feel like the white individuals that meets the criteria, they have like all these excuses. We want to know their childhood trauma, their reasons, and a lot of people suffer with bipolar. A lot of people suffer with schizophrenia. A lot of people suffer with all of these conditions. However, that doesn't mean they have a right to kill anybody. He specifically targeted a certain audience because he knew the repercussions is not going to be so severe. They may be stupider, but they're going to look sometime like, oh, he had this. They're going to give reasons why he did what he did.